So I just got done recording a video that didn't make it because of some technical issues, and it ended up not actually being recorded. And I need to get this off my chest and show just how crazy stuff that can happen to us can be explained through energetic workings, through circumstances that arise. So here's the situation. This is the third video that I've recorded in the past maybe week or so, maybe 5 days, that when I click finish and I go to the spot that the recording is supposed to have been processed, it's not there at all. It just vanishes without a trace, like there was never any video to begin with. And I'm seriously angry. I'm pissed off because the last 3 videos were great. And so I interviewed someone with the first video who had never had a Chinese astrology reading before and had never heard of Chinese astrology prior to hearing about what I do. And that video was amazing. It captured a real, in the moment experience for her that you can't capture again. So that was a huge bummer. And so I decided to do a second video after that with some testing in between. And this video was with someone that I had never met before who reached out to me last week. And she's really cool gal. I was doing just a preliminary reading for her, just a deep dive or an initial dive. It got pretty deep. But she was blown away by it. And again, captured, a first time experience with this form of very powerful, very accurate astrology. And poof, gone, like it didn't even exist. And I started getting angry at that and very frustrated. And then today, I made an appointment with one of my good friends who I've read astrology for many, many times on a lot of occasions. And it wasn't edited like any of my other videos. And he was really apprehensive about it at first. But as we got through it and I said, okay, this is the end of the recording. I'm going to stop it here and edit it out later. He was saying, oh, this was awesome. This went way better than I thought it did. And we were talking about like the circumstances of him getting sick, getting ill, and on the day it happened, and looking at the energies of the day and to kind of see, okay, well, this is what was going on. Again, gone, poof, like it wasn't even there. And it honestly is so frustrating. And I'm not going to stay mad forever, but I have to capture this now because I just looked up out of a whim, for today, for example, like what's going on? Is there something that's going on here that is just, because it seems like, some of those days we wake up and it's like everything is just against us. Like the universe is just not wanting us to manifest whatever we put our endeavors into. Like, you wake up, you want to take a shower, but the water turns cold or the pipe breaks or something like that. Or then, you get done with that, you try to fix it up, patch it up, and you go into the kitchen, you try to prepare something and something else breaks, or you realize you ran out of something or it was expired and you didn't realize it. Oh, shoot, that sucks. But then it like snowballs into more things. Like maybe you lose your car. Do you accidentally lock your car keys inside your car when you get out for work? And then there's another thing like that. And it's like, you can tell when there's days like that where it seems, okay, something's definitely going on here beyond just regular static, let's flip a coin and see what happens. If you flip a coin and you get like 20 tails in a row, sometimes that can be significant. So I had one such day today. And I looked into it. And the day today, in the fire tiger month that we're still in, we're about ready to end it. but it's still in the fire tiger month. But today is the earth tiger. So on a lot of my videos that have actually made it, I was talking about a lot of days that have energies that directly clash with one another, like fire versus water, or earth versus water, or metal versus wood, something like that, where we have one element and then another element that really wants to directly impede that other element. That's been happening an awful lot in this month. And today just happened to be yet another day like that with the tiger. The day is actually the Yang Earth Tiger. So we have Yang Earth and Yang Wood. So big time going after that. That tiger just wants to dominate that earth. And it's very tumultuous type of energy. For me, wood is a bad element. It keeps me bound up. It gives me too much plethora that I drown in, like, for example, technical issues, whereas something could be simple. Instead, it ends up being like a million times more complicated than it needs to be. That's totally what this can show. So we got that going on for today. And the hour that this stuff kind of really got into its worst mojo, for me anyway, was at around 10 o'clock earlier this evening. And I just looked at it, and the time pillar for this day at 10 is all water. It's yin and yang water. So the water in and of themselves compete for the same type of space. So we've got like churning and liquid rage. That sounds bad to say out of context, but like a swirling whirlpool. Think of it that way. On top of earth and wood going at each other. Think about what is that like? It'd be like an ox versus a tiger. Obviously, that tiger's hungry and is going to go after that ox. But then on top of that, you've got these two types of waters that want to compete with each other. Think about it like two rats that are fighting on top of the back of this tiger that's trying to eat this ox. That's what today is like. But I used rats as an example because in the zodiac, the rat is the water, is a yang water element. So, man, oh man, it's been a crazy week with the weather, especially, but just it seems like there's an awful lot of days in this month that have that seemingly yin yang type of stuff going on, where it's like one extreme versus another. I haven't experienced this in a while, so it could be significant. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I don't know about where you're at viewing this video, but in Minnesota here, we've had like one winter storm after another, and there's been so much snow that has been piling up. It's just ridiculous. And we're getting even more snow, I hear, too. So I'm going to knock on wood, hope to God that doesn't fabricate. But I thought I'd share a little bit. Sometimes we have hard days, and the energy can be difficult to work with, but there's always something we can learn from it or something we can reflect from it. And so today, all that water, for me, it's a lot of discipline, but it's on top of a lot of other conflicting stuff too, because wherever earth is, it likes to go after water, and there's already wood going after earth. And wood also soaks up water, and I'm a fire sign. So it's like, whoa, all of this stuff just moving at different levels. And sometimes it's just hard to get any traction on anything. So today was a very slippery day for me. So let me know how your day was today in the comments down below. Like this, share this with people. If you enjoy these videos, I'm going to try and rack out as much as I can, no matter what happens. I think that's my lesson for today, because water to me is a disciplinary element, and it's actually one that I need. So perhaps, reflecting on this could mean for me personally that just go with the flow, like make this video like I am now. It was totally unscripted, totally unforeseen. I wanted to make a video today that'd be all spick and span and polished up, just like the last two before it. that I lost now to this terrible app that I'm using. So if you also have any suggestions for any screen recording apps I could use that are free and that, don't have to be so fancy, but are reliable, because this is like, nobody should lose their file 3 times in a row. So again, kind of stupid about doing that. Should have maybe learned my lesson. So maybe this is just a really harsh lesson for me, a self-disciplinary circumstance from all this water telling me, hey, look, maybe you should have got a good recorder before trying this out. Maybe, stepping back a little bit. Because what does water do to fire? It keeps it in its spot, right? It allows it, or it prevents it to burn where it wants to go, or where it can go, where maybe it shouldn't go. So maybe that's the takeaway today. If I let my emotions go through, if I become angry and just let it go through its natural course, maybe I can step back after that whole thing's been done and think, okay, yeah, well, let's try to prevent this in the future. So I hope this video was really helpful for you and everyone. So talk to you soon. See you later.